born in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, but I now currently reside with my husband and 2 children in Toronto, actually in Vaughan, the city above Toronto.
Okay. And so when did you become involved with Crafting for a Cure?
So I founded Crafting for a Cure.
Okay.
I started it, I first used to be a profit organization called Happy Scrappin', where I created cutouts. But I really created them for kids that were different, and multiculturalism, and hospital kids, and Paralympic athletes. And so then I changed it, and that was about when my kids were first born. So my kids are turning 12, so 11 years ago. And then life changed with challenges with our children, and about 9 years ago I started to heavily focus on the charity, and partnered myself with Sick Kids Hospital at the time, and officially became a full registered nonprofit charity officially 1 year ago today. So it's been quite a climb for us.
Okay,
so does that help you?
Yes,
perfect.
No, definitely.
Thank you.
So being a founder, because as I believe I explained to you, this is going to be shown to classrooms and to children that possibly may have a dream inside of them that is art related, and you specifically being a founder, and you're also tying in the medical field in it as well. What kind of advice would you give to someone, either a child or a young adult, or actually an adult as well, that may be interested in having something inside and wants to get it out, basically?
Well, it's me. I always have something inside that I want to get out. Really, honestly, I tell kids, because I'm in hospitals all over, or I've been invited to camps where children are special. I believe all kids need to smile and find their inner self. And if it's through crafting, or if it's through dance, or through music, or if it's just being you, that's all you need to do. And you can make money if that's what you want to aspire to do, to make that $10 or go ahead and make the millions. Wouldn't that be great? But do it in a way that makes you feel good. Crafting is an amazing tool, and it's a great way for children to get started. You've heard of those lemonade stands? Well, we believe in our world to do bookmark stands. So there you go. So it's always keeping up with the arts, and don't discourage yourself if you're the only person that likes to do it. It's great. It's cool. It's trendy.
It's trendy.
That's my theory.
So, gosh, I had a question. I just lost it.
It's okay.
There it is. Because it's involved with the medical field, hospitals, maybe there's someone that feels they cannot be the doctor, or they cannot, or maybe they don't, they don't have enough confidence in that, or whatever it may be.
I give you some pointers. So our charity, we go in and teach in hospitals. So we ourselves are looking for volunteers. Unfortunately, we can't teach in every hospital that we're in, because I'm based in the GTA, Ontario, and we've now expanded. I know that you're New York based, and I was explaining earlier that we're expanding to upstate New York. We can't always craft. All we can do is supply the crafts and the craft kits. But many of our hospitals ask for teachers. Another routine that children can take is become a child life specialist. I work with a child life specialist. Those are my favorite persons, because they are the ones that do the crafting with the kids if it's not me.
So can you ramble off a little bit about what careers that are art and medical merge together? Just so, like the title, so they can kind of know, okay, well, I know creative art therapist, that sounds interesting. What else off the top of your head you can kind of recommend for someone who wants both?
And it has to be that you make money?
Not necessarily.
Start off as simple as being a volunteer.
Okay.
That's the easiest, being a volunteer, because you can volunteer in hospitals, or you can volunteer at your home by helping out, by doing the crafts or getting them ready to going into hospitals. A child life specialist is a person that works with the kids day in and day out. Maybe in the US they're called something different, and I apologize if I'm getting the wording incorrect. There are art therapy workers. Those are like a psychologist, but they deal through the kids through art therapy. There are nurses. Everyone says the nurses are really what do they do? Well, I can tell you, if it wasn't for my nurses and all the hospitals I deal with, they're the ones that are crafting. If there's no child life specialist, the nurses are ones that are crafting with. There's also the people that the custodians. Quite frequently, they're the caregivers, the nannies. Really, you know, just wanting to love yourself, be a volunteer, be a fundraiser. Those start your own concept. You know, the crafting. Although it works in hospitals, you've got to really be looking to think outside of the box to try to find how you would meld with them. You know, you can go in and turn around and say, I really want to help. How can I? Each hospital has their rules. Some say you have to be 16, some say you have to be 18, some require you to be police checked. So these are just really basic, depending on the city. We require it all, depending on the city that you want to volunteer in.